You got me?
I got you. I hear you loud and clear, Bill. How you doing?
I'm good. I can see you. Well, everybody, I'm Wild Bill, talking to my buddy Chad in Florida, and we just love the Kansas City Chiefs and we love the Royals. So,
Uh, yeah, we're originally from the Kansas City area, so I moved down to Florida in 2012 and really followed the Chiefs a lot. And even though the Royals are not, doing so good at this time of year, it's still one of my favorite baseball teams.
yep. I mean,
So
win or lose, I'm a Royals fan. Win or lose, I'm a Chiefs fan.
right,
I wish the Royals were doing a lot better this year. I mean,
yeah. Hopefully they'll figure that out. We'll just keep on rooting for them. But
yeah.
we're mainly here to talk about the Chiefs tonight, and that's why we got our hats on.
Oh yeah.
Um, OTAs are getting ready to start and all that stuff. So, how do you feel about watching the last Super Bowl, Bill? What did you think about that?
I mean, I watch whatever. I watched it. It was a decent game. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
have
yeah, I got excited about winning second Super Bowl within 5 years. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah. I mean it. Anytime the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, it's a good one.
Yeah, no complaints, right? And
No, it was
the
it
other
was good.
yeah, and other fans, you like the Eagles tears and all that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, um, so we let a couple players go. Like Thornhill. You have a list there, Bill. If you want to read off some of those.
Well, I've got Juju, Frank Clark, Thornhill, Orlando Brown, Wiley, and Hardman so far. That's all I know about at the moment. I mean, I'm not big. I'm not the huge stats guy, and I don't know every single player on the team, but I know most of them. So
The main ones. Those are some main ones that you know.
yeah, I was looking on the
So,
computer earlier trying to see which ones have gone, and that's the six that I know of so far, or
right.
that I understand won't be back
Yeah.
next year or this year.
It's yeah. The draft seemed to went okay this year. I mean, they got a receiver and some defensive backs, and all right, we have a young secondary, as you know, and I think they're going to be better this year.
Yeah, I really hope the new talent that's coming in can hang with Mahomes and really keep the team going because you got to worry about the young talent not having the experience that the older players that have been here a while. They just don't have the same experience, and it takes a little bit to get that. So, you know, I mean, it's rough time having a lot of new players.
Yeah, you don't know how they're going to gel together, but
Yeah.
luckily we got decent coaches, that have had some good fortune. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So, um, you know, when did you become a Chiefs fan? When was your first time you watched the Chiefs?
I remember being a Royals fan before I was a Chiefs fan.
Right,
I remember watching the Royals in the early '80s as a little kid, and didn't really get into football until much later on in I guess probably middle school to high school when I really started getting into watching the Chiefs.
right. I'm the same way. When George Brett and Frank White, in
Yeah.
the '80s, and they were kicking butt, and then when Marty Schottenheimer came to the Chiefs, started
Oh yeah.
following the Chiefs then. So
Yeah.
uh, Christian Okoye, watching those Monday night games were a lot of fun. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I I didn't really get into watching the Chiefs until I got older. Um, I just I just didn't really pay any attention to it.
Right.
So, but yeah, once I really just started watching football and getting into it, and I'm like, wow, I love it. I love the Chiefs. So
Yeah, it's addicting, isn't it? Once you start watching it.
yeah, especially growing up in Topeka, Kansas, and then moving to Kansas City. Once you're in Kansas City, you can't help but absolutely love the Chiefs. You can't help but love the Royals because they are just everybody's team. I mean, I know
Right.
people that have never been to Kansas City except to come to Royals games or Chiefs games, and they're fans from other states. They just love these two teams.
Yeah, and it's the experience with the barbecue and the tailgating is,
Absolutely.
is cool. So I miss that. I love Florida, but I also miss Kansas City. So
Yeah.
Kansas City was, I was raised there, went to high school there. A lot of friends there, that I miss, and I plan on coming back and visiting. So.
Well, it's like I told you. Anytime you come up here, I'll get out the smoker, and we'll definitely have some killer barbecue.
All right, I love barbecue. You know that. Kansas City's known for it, right? So,
Absolutely.
right. So, what was one of your favorite Chiefs games? You said
Oh,
you
I
were
know.
talking about the rainstorm one or something
I
like
don't
that,
really have a favorite game because, I mean, win or lose, I like them all. I
right?
mean, I just this last season, just seeing Mahomes hobbling around on one leg, just trying to not hurt that ankle anymore, and just making these impossible plays, just blew my mind. I absolutely love that guy. He is just a phenom. I can't wait to see what he's going to do this year.
Yeah, he reminds me, and I know people use other sports. He reminds me of Stephon Curry. He's changed the game,
Yeah,
um, and he does unbelievable stuff.
yeah,
Um, and really up one thing I don't like is when other teams get mad, because I do this too. I mean, I troll other teams as well as they troll us. Is they
yeah,
saying Mahomes is faking that? I say no way. Why would you be faking it? What's the purpose of faking it? So
yeah,
yeah, but he's really good, and he makes everybody else around him better.
yeah. It's unbelievable to see the Chiefs. You know, they'll get behind, and then the last half they come out playing hard and come back and win the game.
Yeah,
And it's just crazy that they play that hard, that much harder in the second half usually. And it's also as a fan, I get so frustrated. I'm like, if y'all would just play that way from the very beginning, you just run up the clock on everybody, you just run up the scorecard on everybody, and just blow them out of water.
yeah, yeah. Because I think
It,
what happens is they get bored, Bill. They get bored.
I mean, you'll see them in the first half. They'll miss easy plays. They'll make stupid mistakes, and then the second half, I don't know what the coach is saying to them, if he's giving them a shot of magic juice or what. But they come out and they're usually just on fire, and they do their job in the second half almost every time.
Yeah, like I said, it's almost like well, we're a little bit bored. Oh, you're ahead by 10 points. Okay, we need to start playing now,
Yeah,
and hopefully this year they change that a little bit. I like them to get ahead
yeah.
20 points. They
Really,
keep more. Yeah.
oh, I keep seeing these memes pop up after these just really tense, tight, close games right at the end, and then in the last 10 seconds, we get that touchdown or the field goal or whatever, and it gets us above brings us over, and we finally win the game. And there's usually that meme that pops up on Facebook of the doctor. Make sure your heart is healthy enough for Chiefs football. That's exactly it. We're
Yeah,
going to end up having a heart attack, aneurysm, something because of these dang games. I'm telling you.
yeah. I remember during like the AFC Championship game with the Bengals,
Yeah,
Mahomes is marching down the field with the ball, and it squirts out of his hands, and they recover. I'm like, oh, here we go. He's going to have to make it interesting. They could have went up by 2 scores, and that would have been the game. So I'm hoping this year they can just put those guys away. They seem like that's what they do with the Bengals. Like Travis Kelce's the game before fumbles the ball. They go up by 2 scores in. So, yeah, I understand. You're like, we have to make this interesting. No, let's win by more than 3 points next time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it just, yeah, we gotta make it happen. I mean, as a team, they just got to make sure that they are working together and really wanting to make it happen.
Yeah, that would be good. So yeah, the AFC Championship game. Do you think it's going through Arrowhead this year?
Oh, I sure hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
If things keep going the way they are, I have no doubt that the Chiefs will end up going back to the Super Bowl. I mean, if they keep playing like they have been the last couple of seasons, they're going to go all the way again this year.
Right. And in our when we do another show, we'll kind of do predictions of what you think the record will be after we get through some preseason games and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, so
I'll say it now. I think they might lose 1 or 2 games, but I really think they're going to go all the way to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I usually give them at least 12 wins, 12 to 13. Heck, they won 14 last year, so they lost Tyreek Hill. Oh, they're gonna, everybody's gonna surpass them. So I see another sweep in the division as well. I just don't see anybody, maybe except for the Chargers. They always play us close because they're always trying to, give us their best shot and everything. So, that's exciting, man. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, I did have the list of all the games that I had the schedule. I don't know where it went. I had it earlier. But,
we'll do it next time. We'll go game by game, and see what we'll predict it. That'd be kind of fun. So,
yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't keep track too much of the other teams. I just mainly watch my Chiefs and the Royals. And, if it isn't Chiefs or Royals, I really don't care. So
yeah,
I don't really keep up on the other teams. I'll see a little bit here and there, on Facebook or the news or whatever, saying about so and so got hurt, or this team won, that team lost, and I don't pay too much attention though, except for the Chiefs and the Royals.
Yeah, so, there are certain teams that I pay attention for us, winning the division stuff, and like when it gets to playoff time, like I'm hoping Buffalo loses or Cincinnati, gets destroyed, but it's one of those things that, like you said, you mainly pay attention to your team and try to not listen to the naysayers,
Yep.
So
well, you've gotten a little bit of the naysaying back in the day when they start playing crappy and you're like, we just suck.
Yeah. I used to have a Nerf ball, and I'd throw it at the TV when they're playing bad. Like, you get mad. I used to go over a friend's house, and his name, I'm not going to name him on here, but we used to, yell at the TV, scream. I mean, because we'd really get into it,
Yeah.
And I still do. I get into it,
Oh, you should see my grandmother when it comes to Nebraska Cornhuskers football. She's screaming at that TV. I'm telling you. Hilarious.
A lot of emotion, right?
Oh, it's so funny.
I'd pay to see that. That's entertainment in itself, right?
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
So, when it comes time to close, like I said, we'll probably do some predictions, and we'll pull out the list, like you said, of the schedule. So what we like people to do is subscribe and join our station, and we have goals to go where we have live chats and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
You know, there's other YouTube Kansas City stations like Cole. You know, how about those Chiefs and all Chief stuff. I like watching those guys a lot. They're a lot of fun. And you got to look up a guy named Shaggy Shane. You would like him too. So
Yeah.
So we're going to join the Chiefs community. Is there anything that you can think of, Bill, that you would like to talk about?
No, not really at the moment. I mean, we'll come up with a Facebook page for us, and you know, we'll put it out so we can advertise it next week, and hopefully get some people watching and interested, and you know, we'll also put the email out there next week, and put that out there. So any of you out there watching have a question for us, either me or Chad or both of us, just send us an email, and we'll definitely answer that, get back to you, and we'll go from there. I mean, you know, we're just getting started, so you know, we're gonna have a few growing pains, but I think we're gonna just do this and have some fun and see where it goes.
Exactly. I mean, we have goals. This is just an introductory show, so we'll get more content and some ideas going on the next show here.
Absolutely. And
So,
hey, if it takes off, we'll get better equipment, record better, and really have some fun with this.
We'll have some nice borders and a nice intro. So we'll come up with that stuff, you know, some music.
Song.
Yeah. That'd be cool to, you know, have a cool song or whatever to start it up. So I think we're going to wind down here and say goodbye. And yeah, so Bill, until next time, and we'll a week from now we'll have another show up.
Yeah, we'll try and just write about a week. We'll record another one, and we'll get her going. And then once we start playing games, I think we'll go to 2 a week, and you know, see how it goes. You know, we'll have a pre-game video, and then we'll do a post-game video, talk about the game, how it went, whether it was good or bad, and you know, break down some of the plays and have some fun with it. So
that's right. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to be just two guys talking about football.
Yeah, and if any of you guys out there watching want to join us, let us know. We can have other people out there. Any of you out there that want to join us, you're welcome.
That sounds good. All right. Until next time, guys.
All right, bud.
All right.
I'll see you later. Give you a holler.
All right. Peace out.
Take it easy, everybody.